Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. So for today, we will tackle a different aspect of weight loss, and that is the social and cultural side of weight problems that people usually deal with. I've come across one post by one member of a group saying that they noticed that when they are ideal weight, people tend to attend to them more promptly and at the same time tend to deal with them in a more positive way. In contrast, when they are overweight or when they put on some weight, they realize that people tend to act somewhat negatively or less pleasing as compared to those times when they are in their ideal weights. And true enough, it gathered a lot of responses and affirmation from other individuals who also suffered from weight fluctuations over time. It is actually quite understandable in two aspects, that is, by nature and at the same time by culture. Nature in a sense that in the wild, fitness is a marker of good health. And with good health comes energy, vigor, and the capacity to reproduce and protect the pack. That's why seldom you can see an alpha or a leader of a pack or a leader of an animal kingdom that is obese or overweight, because they tend to usually slow down the pack, and at the same time they can be considered as quite a burden when they migrate and travel. And how about for cultural? It is quite obvious that our culture promotes an ideal and actually somewhat unrealistic figure of what is an ideal body should look like. And more so, it has an impact in a sense that people think whenever they see someone who is fat, they think that they're just lazy, undisciplined, and their core values, their core person is somewhat covered just because they are fat. It is quite sad to think that some even said the moment they lost weight, they've become visible, because during the whole time they've become invisible. And in contrast, for those who have been thin their whole lives, the moment they've put on some weight, they've become invisible, and their opinions on things suddenly seem to matter less, and it's quite sad. However, there is a devil's advocate to that, saying the way people deal with us is actually just a reflection of our own selves. Wherein, when we are not feeling the best version of ourselves, that is when we've put on some weight, or we are too thin also, that also goes the same way, our self-confidence is not that good. As a result, we tend to spread that kind of negativity, and that negativity is somewhat sensed by the people around us, and they just mirror it back to us. So in a way, it is actually not the people that is dealing with us negatively or positively, but it's how we deal with ourselves, how we perceive ourselves, that we just reflect on others and then being reflected back to us. So what do we do about it? And foremost, you have to love yourself, and then you have to decide whether to improve your health and your physical appearance or not. And as much as possible, you do it for internal reasons, not for external validation. You do it for your own sake. And if ever you don't want to be healthy, you don't want to be fit, you don't want to feel good about yourself, and that's okay. As long as right after that, you accept that and you be happy about it, so that you will still spread positivity all around you, and you will still garner the benefits of having a good social interactions with people. However, if you wish to improve, you can decide to do so. Improve your eating habits, know what to do, be knowledgeable, and most importantly, commit to it like you commit to yourself, not for others. External validation, external factors, all others are just secondary. What is more important is your own perception of your own self and your own happiness, and eventually everything else will follow. So I hope you get a little from this, and I wish you a better journey towards health, and most importantly, towards your self-love and self-esteem. That would be all for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.